Asari Dokubo suspended by Ijaw Youth Council. The Eastern Zonal chapter of the Ijaw Youth Council on Sunday suspended its founder, Asari Dokubo. Wow, okay. The suspension followed Dokubo's declaration of Biafra de facto customary government. Also suspended were IYC members who joined Dokubo in the putative Biafra government. Chairman of IYC Okrika clan Festus Dango moved the motion for the suspension at the zonal elective congress of the IYC. Dango said Dokubo failed to consult before announcing his Biafra contraption. He also revealed that Dokubo has been trying to lure other IYC members to join his Biafra adventure. Dango said Biafra is a non-existent sovereign state within Ijaw territories. IYC may still give Dokubo a greater punishment based on a report of a 6-man disciplinary committee set up for the meeting. Come on now, the man is a grown man. What kind of disciplinary action do you want? And greater punishment. See, this is why we do not move forward. Like the audacity. You're giving a grown man greater punishment because of what? Like this just shows the element of control behind how these organizations work. You can't use the word sanction or anything. You're saying punishment, and based on the report of a 6-man disciplinary committee. Like, is he a child? Okay. The committee is headed by Comrade Ransom Opuyo. It will further investigate the allegations against Dokubo and others. The allegations. Okay, it's not that. I mean, I guess maybe for, the IYC, it's a great offense, but this is one of the reasons why Biafra may sort of never be established, is because even within the area of the Southeast, like, people do not want to be associated. And I don't know what the solution for that would be. Is it that they'd have to go back in history and see, okay, fine, who was together, who, what people were trading with each other, so we know what it's going to be like. Because realistically, we cannot form into, like, 70 different states. I mean, only 36. But, like, we can't form into, like, little. It doesn't make sense. Because no one can survive on their own. But then again, if Africa as a whole is a single market, and the economy and the trading within countries in Africa is good, I don't even think it would matter if, let's say, Ijaw itself or the Ijaw area is its own country, because all countries within a union are depending on each other. So because again, it's like, I think the separation sort of shows how competitive Africa would literally be when Nigeria disintegrates. And of course, it is what it is. But then, if you're going to be small like that, like, that's too small. That is too small. But yeah, except we have to go back in history and look at the maps and how everything was and who was together, I guess fine. But then, if we're just too divided, the division runs really deep. It really runs deep. And unfortunately, with the resources that we have, we can only trace reasons or foundations of this division back to colonization. I know it sounds very bad, but then if you want to go back and look at our history prior colonization, it is so much work. It's not even on the internet. It's not even on the internet. So it's like, fine, this division is just unnecessary. And if he's the founder and is suspended by the Ijaw Youth Council, I mean, come on now. What else? Someone says IPOB is dead in the South. Nothing like Biafra in the South. Please. Well, if you're not in the area, you might not necessarily feel the energy of what do the people actually want. Someone says we really need to understand, what has Ijaw got to do with Biafra? Is Asari Dokubo an Igbo man or an Ijaw man? Or is he part Igbo? Why is he so bent on selling and dragging Ijaws and Rivers people along with him to join Igbo Biafra? Can't he alone join them if he decides to become an Igbo man? What is interest? We need a sincere explanation, please, so we can understand. I mean, you have every right to question and be like, so what is the reason? Which is absolutely fine. Somebody says, okay, now, in reply to this comment, a reply says, you are a blessed man, and in as much as you hide under lies, you will remain who you are today in Nigerian setting. God has made it the way it is. Your hate over people without justification made you very inferior. Several times, a Castina man has boasted that he owns oil in Bayelsa more than a Bayelsan, but you were mute. What Igbo wants in Nigeria is a level playground, and by God's grace, they will not carry last. Just like Ijaw, Igbo too has their own peculiar issue. Dokubo's eye might be open. Yeah, I mean, I don't I don't think this person was asking. I mean, if you're gonna talk about underlying meanings of what the guy said, he was just genuinely asking, like, what is the reason? Because I mean, I don't know, I don't want to offend anybody, but it's like, I guess some part of okay, when the Ijaw culture and the Igbos are very, very different, but holistically, you can basically say that it's a yeah, Nigeria is just diverse. That's all I can say. Like, I'm trying to look for like similarities, but I don't know because people are gonna get offended, and it's like we're this, we're this, we're that. Everyone will hold on to identity, but the fact is, y'all, let me not even shake the tables right now. Someone here says, as expected, the camp has been infiltrated, divide and rule. Exactly. You can only rule a divided people, and so it's like we need to understand if us as a people are gonna yeah, I don't think Nigeria can just separate into like four or if it's separated into six geographical regions or whatever, then I guess it's a lot of states, a lot of tiny states, but it really, in a way, just doesn't look nice on the map. It looks very strange. It really does. But yeah, it is what it is. I guess I said the map is wrong or whatever, but it's sad. But this is the reason, one of the reasons why Biafra, because it's like, where would the border be drawn? People have to agree to these things, and if you don't agree, it's not gonna happen. And it's like, you even have people within a race where self-determination is huge, however, the people do not want to be self-determined. And it's like, so where do you start from? Where do you actually start from? But yeah, the IYC is giving me very dodgy vibes because, again, yeah, things like this that you want to, give disciplinary actions and all that to Asari Dokubo, a grown man. Yeah, it shows the amount of control. And yes, it is very obvious that that group has been infiltrated. It's just very obvious. I mean, if you understand how it is for Nigerian upcoming groups, and then when, the influential powers just fund and, just come in, you see the vibe and the tone of everything will be very different. But yeah, IYC suspends Dokubo. So what do you think about it? Do not forget to like and also subscribe.